Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this video, we will be explain about our statistic assignment, which is our survey of Wi-Fi usage in KPM Beranang to KPM Beranang student. Our group member is me, Nofana Fitri binti Muhammad Rizwan, and Muhammad Nabil Firdaus bin Muhammad Syahril. Now, I will present about preparation before conducting a survey. Our survey topic is a survey of Wi-Fi usage in KPM Beranang to KPM Beranang student. The purpose of our survey is to identify the level of KPM Beranang student satisfaction towards the Wi-Fi usage in the college. In this survey, our population is KPM Beranang student and our sample is diploma student in semester 2. In the set of questionnaire, we have respondent background, 2 qualitative data and 2 quantitative data. In our survey, the 2 qualitative data is the type of Wi-Fi they are used and Wi-Fi access speed in the college, while the 2 quantitative data is number of people around them using the same Wi-Fi and hour of Wi-Fi usage in a day. For data collection method, we decide to use Google Form as a platform to collect a data because it is the easiest way for everyone to fill our survey. Next, it is a less time consuming because we don't need to interview people, and during this pandemic, this way is safe alternative to make sure that the people are not in contact.
We use 4 types of data presentation. The first one is pie chart, number 2 is bar chart, number 3 is histogram, and number 4 is archive. The first data presentation we use is pie chart. This pie chart mentions about the number of students use the different Wi-Fi at the college. The first one is the number of students using their own data getting the highest rather than the others who use hostel Wi-Fi, BQ, academic block, and library Wi-Fi. Students will get own data consuming 50%, and hostel get 32.5%, BQ 5%, academic block 10%, and library 2.5%. The next data presentation is the bar chart. This bar chart mentions about the Wi-Fi access in the college. This is to measuring the satisfaction rate of students about the Wi-Fi. So the Wi-Fi access, we got 1 point consists of 8 number of students, 2 point got 12 students, 3 point got 11, 4 point got 8 students, and 5 point got 1 student. So as what we can see here is 2 point got the highest number of respondents, which is 12 respondents. Presentation is histogram. This histogram mentions about the number of people around the student using the same Wi-Fi. Based on the histogram, we use the number of people for the x-axis and number of students for the y-axis, and based on the histogram, we got the highest number of respondents is 12 on the 4 to 5 student, 4 to 5 people around the student, and 0 to 1 people around the student we got 8, and 2 to 3 we got 8, and 6 to 7 we got 7, and 8 to 9 we got 5. And the last data presentation is archive. This archive shows hours of Wi-Fi usage among the students, and we use upper boundaries for the x-axis and cumulative frequency for the y-axis. And we found that the highest number of respondents is 8 to 9 hours with 17 respondents, compared to the second is 0 to 1 hours with 8 respondents, and 4 to 5 hours with 6 respondents, and 6 to 7 hours with 5 respondents, and the last one is 2 to 3 hours with 4 respondents. From our survey, we use method mean, mode, and median from the frequency distribution. So, for a number of people around using same Wi-Fi, mean can be defined as average value of all set data. So the answer is 4.15. Mode is the most frequently valued, then and the answer is 4.39. And the last one is median, also can be defined as the middle value in the data set. So our answer is 4.17. And the next calculation is hours of Wi-Fi usage. First one, mean we got 5.45, and the second one, mode we got 8.33, and the last one, median, we got 6.3. And if you want to know how we calculate this, you can refer it to our slide. Now I want to explain about the distribution of skewness, which is the relationship between the mean, mode and median from our survey. We get the negative skewed, which mean and median are to the left of mode. The conclusion is based on our finding in qualitative data. We found that students like to use their own data compared to others. Besides that, there are also students give a rating of Wi-Fi that are slow with rating as 2. In quantitative data, we found number of people around using the same Wi-Fi is 4 to 5 people with value of frequency 12. Besides, the highest hours of using Wi-Fi is around 8 to 9 hours, show value of frequency 17. Based on the data, we calculate variance and standard deviation, then we got the value of variance is 6.75 and standard deviation is 2.6. Net, based on calculation of coefficient skewness, we get negative, which means the value of mode is greater than mean. So the distribution will be skewed to the left. Last one, we compared the value of coefficient variation, a similar study with value of coefficient variation, number of people around using the same Wi-Fi, and we get the value of COV for similar study is the lowest compared our data set. This shows the similar study survey is more stable and less variable. That's all from us. Thank you.